First the Morrigan, now Bastet, one of the most powerful of the Elder Race. It seems that things are moving so swiftly now. When Nicholas and I first became immortal, we no longer planned days or weeks ahead, we would often plan decades into the future. I'm Perenelle Delamore, wife of Nicholas Flamel. I am the seventh daughter of a seventh daughter. I can talk to Goa's heel with a touch and sometimes see glimpses of the future in the sight. Since my childhood, I have always been interested in magic. I once worked as a scribe across from a bookseller at Nicholas. From the moment I met him, I knew that we were going to get married and have a long, happy life together. I don't know how long. Nicholas was fascinated by alchemy, a combination of magic and science. By the time we had the codex, I was a sorceress. I wasn't good with alchemy, but I knew many languages and often helped Nicholas translate the book. Nicholas was interested in the science behind alchemy, while I trained in the magical arts. It has been a long time since I practiced them, but I knew I had to escape and be with my Nicholas.
Hello, ma'am. What can I do for you?
May you please help me?
Sure, I'll do what I can, but I'm a ghost, you know. We can't do much.
Yes, I knew that, but I wasn't sure if you knew. Well, can you tell me where I am?
Yes, you're Enoch Enterprises.
So I am still in San Francisco. I would have thought the Morgan or Dee would take me somewhere else. Somewhere more secure, isolated. Well, thank you, Mr.
Jefferson Miller.
Anyways, Mr. Miller, I had almost escaped Dee on the ride here, but after using up most of my auric energy, the Morgan recaptured me and brought me back to Dee. The strange thing was, after Dee showed the book to the Morgan, she wouldn't take it. It seems that elders, not even next generation, can touch the book.
Ma'am, how may I help you?
I need you to send a message to my husband.
Where is everyone? There is only Hecate. Those of the Elder Race are solitary creatures.
Are many of them still alive?
More than you might think. Most rarely leave their shallow realms because they want nothing to do with the humanity. Others, like the Dark Elders, want to return to the old ways and work through agents like Dee.
And what about you? Do you want to return to the old ways?
I never thought they were that great, especially for the humanity. Is Hecate not joining us?
No, I believe she is changing for dinner.
When can we go home?
I'm afraid you won't be able to return for a while.
Why not?
Right now, neither Dee nor the Morgan knows where you are. It is only because of that your family is safe.
Our family?
Dee will be thorough. He'd kill anyone who you once knew.
We won't. If we don't tell anyone, then no one will know. We'll never speak of this again. Dee will never find us.
He would find you. How long do you think it would take for Dee or one of the Morgan spies to find them?
Not long. A couple of hours, maybe.
Once you have been touched by magic, you are forever changed. You leave a trail.
Are you saying we smell?
Yes, you smell a fly of magic. You caught a whiff of it earlier when Hecate touched you both. What did you smell then?
Oranges, vanilla ice cream,
And before that, what did you smell when Dee and I fought?
mint and rotten eggs.
Every magician has a distinctive odor. It's like a magical fingerprint. You must learn to use your senses. Humans use only a tiny bit of theirs, but they talk and talk, making up for the lack of use of their other senses. You may be able to recognize people who have some taint of magical energy, a peculiar scent, a certain taste, or a shimmer around their bodies. It will never fade. In fact, it will only get stronger. You have to realize that nothing will ever be the same for each of you from this day on.
Make it sound like a bad thing.
Torque Alta.
I knew that.
You did not. You're too busy looking at the food.
I'm hungry. Plus, so pity as your parents just gave it away.
Don't let them hear you say that. Words will kill here. Literally.
Or get you killed. Yes, they are the Torque Alta in humani form.
They will accompany you when you leave here.
We will be honored by their presence.
Don't be. They're to ensure that you really do leave my realm. You cannot stay here. You must go.
That was always our intention.
You should have gone south. You would have been more welcome. I want you to leave.
I knew I had to come to you when I suspected the prophecy was beginning to come about.
I have thought about this. I am convinced that the prophecy does not refer to humanity, especially not children.
I wish you wouldn't talk about us as if we weren't here. Besides, your daughter said she was going to help us. Why don't we wait for her?
My daughter.
Yeah,
Yeah, the woman we met this afternoon, the younger woman, your daughter, or maybe she was your granddaughter. She was going to help us.
I have neither a daughter nor a granddaughter.
Suddenly, Hecate's aura flared around her. I'm not exactly sure what happened after that.
She had this ball of green light in her hand and kind of glared at me.
Then, Scatty slammed her dagger into the table and spoke with tiny buzzing sounds.
Then Hecate left.
It'd be nice if you could tell us what just happened.
Your twin managed to insult one of the elder race. I didn't do anything. There is no daughter, granddaughter. The two you saw today were both Hecate. In the morning, you will meet a young girl who is also Hecate, the goddess with 3 faces. She is cursed to age throughout the day.
She was about to turn your brother into green slime.
Sticky green slime. Quite disgusting.
Let's hope she doesn't remember in the morning. Get some rest. It's going to be a long day tomorrow. I'm hoping to convince Hecate to awake your magical potential. You have to become magicians if you are to survive the next few days. The Queen's man must be D. He had been Queen Elizabeth's personal magician. The crow must be the crow goddess. The elders stepping out of the shadows. The elders would begin to leave their shadow realms into the world of humanity again. I'm pretty sure that I am the immortal mentioned. The twins have to be the two that are one, but what I simply do not understand is the last verse. The one that is all. It has always been thought that there were 4 elements of magic: air and water, earth and fire. But my studies revealed to me a 5th force, the magic of time, the greatest of all magics. The secret of the 5th magic were contained only in the Codex, and that was why Dee and the Dark Elders wanted to Codex. Without it, they would be able to control time itself. I wish Paranel was with me.
The lady asked me to tell you that she is unharmed. The small man, John D., is terrified of her, but the Morgan is not. Mrs. Flamel also says you have to leave now. The Crow Goddess is gathering her forces and intends to awaken Besset.
Thanks, Paranel.
Get some rest. Oh, and ignore the noises. As long as you stay inside, you'll be safe. We've got to get out of here. I think we're in some pretty serious danger.
Yeah, I've been thinking, is all this real? What if we're caught in a movie and making fools of ourselves? Everything could be special effects.
I was thinking the same thing, but let's assume that this is all real. It brings me back to my original thought. We've got to get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah, Flamel said that Dee could track us. I'm sure Flamel and Skata could track us too.
But Flamel has no reason to.
But Dee does.
Maybe if we get out of here, we could go find Mom and Dad in Utah.
Yeah, no one would find us in the desert. Let's go. The car's dead.
It must be the same force that drained our batteries.
Okay, do I really have to tell you how stupidly dangerous that was?
We just wanted to go home.
Well, you can't.
We are all prisoners of a sort here. Prisoners of circumstance and events. Long ago, I bought the book, a codex. That day, I too became a prisoner, trapped as securely as if I were behind bars. 2 months ago, you should not have asked for a job at the bookstore or the coffee cup. But you did, and because of those decisions, you are here tonight. Of course, there is another thought that suggests that you were fated to take those jobs and such.
Destiny.
So you're saying we don't have free will? I don't believe that.
Who's you on?
But what if I tell you that the Book of the Mage, a book written more than 10,000 years ago, speaks of you?
Impossible.
And is this not impossible? You have met the Torque Alta. Are they not impossible? They are creatures that have no right to exist outside of myth.
And what about us? Nicholas is nearly 700 years old, and I am so old that I've seen empires rise and fall. Are we not equally impossible?
You must accept that you are trapped in this impossible world.
Besides, if you're mentioned in the book, then you must be here.
It means that you are very important, not only to us, but to Dee and the Dark Elders as well.
Why are we so important? Tell them. They need to know.
The Codex prophesies that the two that are one will come either to save or destroy the world. The word in the Codex is similar to a word in ancient Babylonian That means either thing. Actually, I've always suspected that it means that one of you has the potential to save the world, while the other has the power to destroy it.
That would be you.
In a few hours, when she arises, I will ask Hecate to awaken you. I hope and pray that she will, and then we will leave.
Hecate
Where
won't
will we
allow us to
go?
stay.
I'm hoping that some of the other elders or immortals might help train you. And no, we cannot stay here. Dee and the Morrigan have contacted one of the most fearsome of the elders, Bastet, the Egyptian cat goddess. Even now, Bastet and the Morrigan are gathering their forces to attack Hecate's shadow realm. I suspect that they will attack when Hecate is sleeping, but so far there is no sign of them. Presently, they believe that we are still ignorant of their intentions. More importantly, they do not know that we are aware of Bastet's involvement.
How do we know?
Farina told me. She sent a ghost to pass a message to me.
What will happen when they attack here? What kind of attack are we talking about?
I was not alive the last time the elders warred against each other.
I was. Most of the humanity won't even know anything is happening. What the magical energy is released will affect the climate and local geography. It might cause earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, and rain. Lots of rain. And I really hate the rain.
We have to do something. We have to warn everyone.
How? Tell the weather station to expect storms because there will be magical wars? No. We have to get you and the pages of the book away from here.
What about Hecate? Will she be able to defend herself?
Against Dee and the Morgan, yes. Well, with Bastet, I simply don't know. I don't know how powerful the goddess is.
More powerful than you could imagine.
Good morning. I did not think that you rose before dawn.
The house awakened me.
The hell?
Is alive. I understand that the Morgan and my elder sister Bastet are planning an assault on my shadow realm. Everything that happens in this house, every word said or whispered or even thought, I would prefer that you not come here. I would have preferred not to go to battle with my sister and niece, and I most certainly would have preferred not to go if forced to choose sides.
You never did like to choose sides, did you, Hecate? No wonder you have 3 faces.
I have survived the millennia because I heeded my own counsel, but these may indeed be the ones spoken of in the cursed codex. I have not encountered auras so pure in centuries. They possess incredible untapped potential.
I would gradually awaken their dormant powers if I had the time, but the time is something we don't have. Please, you can do something in an instant that would normally take years to do.
And there are good reasons why it should take so long. I will not do it. The sensory overload could destroy them, drive them mad.
But
I will not do it. What he is asking me to do could kill you, if you are lucky.
Oh. What did she mean?
she's exaggerating, trying to frighten you.
Well, it worked. Hey, wait, come back. I've got questions.
Josh!
Last night, you insulted the goddess of the elder race. Today, you've managed to irritate one of the next generation. And it's not even dawn yet. Is he always like this?
Like what?
Oh, you know. Foolish, ill-advised, reckless. Shall I go on?
No need. And yeah, he's usually like this.
I just wanted to ask a few questions.
You're lucky. A couple of centuries ago, I probably would have killed you. I used to have a bit of temper, but I've been working on my self-control.
That felt like a judo throw.
Something like that.
Where did you learn judo anyway?
I didn't learn judo. I created it. I created the distant ancestor of most of the martial arts studied today. In fact, I could show you a few moves while we're waiting for Nicholas.
Where is he? Is he asking Hecate to awaken our magical potential?
He is.
But you said that could kill us.
She was only guessing. She's always been a bit of a drama queen.
Is Nicholas sure that we're in no danger?
No, he's not really sure. But believe me, you are in danger. The only difference is, if Hecate awakens you, then you'll be in grave danger.